got Mr. Thorne coming.
Okay.
You should take a seat, if you can.
All right, Mr. Thorne. Now calling the people of the state of Michigan versus Willie Ethan Thorne, Police Agency Report number 25-13569. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Katie Rizmersky for the people.
And Laura Yagi, Assistant Public Defender, requesting appointment to represent Mr. Willie Thorne.
Okay, thank you. And Attorney Yagi, can you address the plea?
Yes, we have reviewed the charge, so we waive the formal reading and we stand muted this time.
You, Mr. Thorne, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status. If that last part doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Any questions about your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Because this charge is considered a felony, you have the right in this case to a preliminary examination that must be scheduled within the next 21 days. A preliminary examination is a hearing held before a judge where the prosecution must present sufficient testimony and evidence to establish that probable cause exists to believe that a crime was committed and that probable cause exists to believe that you committed the crime. So it's a hearing to determine whether or not the case is strong enough to go to trial. If the court determines that it is strong enough, then the case will be bound over. That is transferred to the circuit court, which is where your actual trial will take place. Okay. Prior to the preliminary examination, the court will schedule a probable cause conference. That is a hearing and an opportunity for your attorney to meet with the prosecution to discuss your case for any potential issues or resolutions. Your probable cause conference will be November 20th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning in person at the 14A1 District Court in Courtroom C. So 14A1 is the courthouse that's located basically above where you are right now at the jail. Lastly, the court will set bond. Bond is set in all cases, and the purpose is two things. One is to ensure your appearance at future court dates, and the other is for the protection of the public. So can the attorneys address bond, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for the opportunity. I would imagine that the court is in receipt of our bond form on this matter. I have had an opportunity to review the bond form. I've had an opportunity to briefly try to review the police report. It's a little lengthy, so I didn't get all of it. I will note that this is obviously a younger individual. He's 22 years of age, if I'm looking correctly, and there does not appear to be a criminal history. That being said, there's a $15,000 bond request, and I will indicate to the court I likely would have asked for at least that if I were the one filling out the form. I feel like I might even ask the court to consider $25,000. I'm not saying I ask that in every strangulation case, because I do not. I will indicate in this instance, we are talking about two individuals that are strangers to one another. We are talking about a road rage incident that appears to have occurred in broad daylight, where the vehicle's pulled over and defendant strangled this other individual unknown to him prior to that, to the point literally of unconsciousness. The victim was taken to the hospital. Strangulations are always potentially lethal. When someone is rendered unconscious, you are seconds away from lethality. Judge, the seriousness of this offense is just shocking to me. I'm not certain that you have a way to keep the public safe, in my humble opinion, without imposing what I would consider to be a fairly significant cash requirement. So that is the underpinnings of my request. Certainly happy to answer any more questions if the court has any, but that's where I would come from. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I do see you have your hand raised. Let your attorney speak for you, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. So first, I know Mr. Thorne adamantly denies the allegations, indicates he has evidence that he is very much looking forward to present to the court in support of his innocence. I also want to note that this allegation is from July, so July 7th. So the fact that he's been out since July with no further allegations of criminal activity and no further allegations of any contact with this man who's making the allegations is an indication to the court that there are less restrictive means than a cash bond that can and will support the community and protect the individual in this case, because it's already been happening. So it's I also read the prosecutor's bond request as being an unsecured bond, which means, of course, that he wouldn't have to post that before being released. So the initial prosecutor who wrote this requested an unsecured bond, so is supporting Mr. Thorne's release. I think perhaps most significantly, and Mr. Thorne has never been in trouble before, so was completely unaware of how the system works. Unfortunately, he was arrested at the time his child is currently being born at the hospital. So his first baby is currently, his wife is, or not wife, but partner is in labor right now at the hospital. And he was very emotional and very devastated that he happened to be arrested at this time. It is very, unfortunate to say the least. He works at the U of M hospital, so he certainly does not pose any flight risk. He is expecting to take paternity leave, though, to help care for his baby. But I don't think this is an individual who poses a risk to the community. He's been in the community, has no priors. It seems whatever this charge is very much an isolated incident that is alleged to have taken place from July, but nothing before or after shows that the court can release him on a personal bond with the standard conditions, which will protect both the community and the individual in this case. And again, he is very eager to tell his side of the story. I know that's probably why he raised his hand, is he wants to go into the details. I advise you again, Mr. Thorne, not to go into any details about what happened. I know the prosecutor made really serious accusations against you, but nothing you say at this time about what really happened is going to help, because the court is presuming your innocence. So
Man,
I
I just wanted to stay. When the police questioned me, I had told them everything that
you
happened.
don't, I would not
And
go
then
into that.
and then I'm just saying, like, I wasn't difficult with them in answering anything at all. I'm trying to be transparent as possible. I had even told the
You don't, Mr. Thorne, don't go into the details, because I know you want to, but today is not your trial. It's not a hearing about what
I
really
know, I'm
happened.
just saying, like, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with everything, because I know you guys just need to know what happened. And I had even sent in a
But
video.
today is not, Mr. Thorne, today is not the time where the court does need
I'm
to know
so
what
sorry.
happened.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. I know.
I'm just shaking up. My child is being born right now, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
And I will note, Attorney Rosmarsky, that the Attorney Yagi is correct in that it is marked as an unsecured appearance bond on the bond request form. So the court will set bond with the following conditions, Mr. Thorne. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, other dangerous weapons, or the means to create weapons. Any weapons that you do possess are to be surrendered. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You wait until the end, please. Thank you. You are not to have contact with the alleged victim in this case, that being Aso Hama. When the court says no contact, what the court means is no in-person contact, no contact through the mail, no contact over the computer or phone via phone calls, text messages, email, social media, the internet in any way, shape, or form, or through third parties. You are not to go to Mr. Hama's place of residence, place of work, any place he might frequent, When your court says do not go, the court does not care if you own a place, rent a place, or are personally invited to go to a place. Do not go.
Can you state the last thing you said one more time? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
What about not going and what that means?
No, it said you said something about going somewhere. I didn't hear it. I think
Oh,
the
okay.
audio system lagged.
When the court tells you not to go someplace, the court doesn't care if you own that place, rent that place, or are personally invited to go to that place.
Okay.
Don't go.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't hear it because the audio had on my side it had cut out a little bit.
You are not to engage in any sort of assaultive, threatening, harassing, terrorizing, molesting, or stalking behaviors towards Mr. Hama or anyone else. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. You are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court, the next one in this matter being November 20th at 9 a.m. in person at 14A1. It looks like you also have a no insurance case out of 14A2.
Yeah, it should be the 18th or something like that.
Yes, thank you. But please don't interrupt, all right? But yes, glad you're already aware of that. Okay. Now, you had your hand up when I said not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. What did you want to say?
I was gonna state that I was actually transferring my what's it called?
Resident.
I just recently bought a house in Toledo. So like I've been fixing that up, but I mean I do have a place in Michigan that I can stay because my parents live in Michigan. So I'm just gonna stay around there, you know. I was just trying to be specific, like I didn't because you had stated that I can't go anywhere, even if it's my property. So I mean, you already answered my question, kind of.
But
So-
and I hate to jump in, but I think
Okay.
Mr. Thorne,
So if you have a place in Ohio that you're currently fixing up, then you may have the court's permission to go to Ohio to go to that residence.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, because that's where all my baby stuff is. Because I do have to grab like like their bassinet and just the diapers that we got gifted and stuff like that.
So you have the court's permission to go to Ohio. If you're going anywhere other than Ohio or Michigan, you need to contact your public defender and talk to them about how to get permission to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions about the bond conditions?
No, ma'am.
These conditions will be entered into the law enforcement information network. They will be readily accessible to any police officers that you may come into contact with. If they have probable cause to believe that you have violated one of these conditions, they can arrest you on the spot and you'll be held for a bond violation hearing date in front of a judge who may revoke your bond and set a new, more restrictive one. At this time, the court will set a $15,000 personal recognizance bond. So what that means is we're not paying anything to get out today. Basically, you are promising to appear for your next court dates and to abide by all of the bond conditions. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
fail to appear or violate any bond conditions, then a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. Your bond could be revoked entirely. At a minimum, it would start at $15,000. Any questions about anything I just said?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and it sounds like you have one more reason coming into the world right now why you should abide by all of the bond conditions. So,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Anything else from the attorneys?
No, thank you.
no, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Then, Mr. Thorne, you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Thank you, Your Honor.